I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Makar Kadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the Archeum that's pushing his truth. Lord willing, we're part of that elect, and out of one rock desire through the Spirit, this video was edifying, as well as a faith builder. Going back into my dream journal, I want to speak on a vision that I had. This night I had multiple, but this one stood out the most. And it starts out, the sky was a dark purple, and it was raining, and I was floating above what I was looking at, almost in like a spiritual form. And it was a mountain, and the mountain opened up. And when the mountain opened up, Elder Adama, he walked out of the mountain, and his eyes, they were bright like flashlights, like he was leading the way through the darkness. In the book of Ecclesiastes 8:1, who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. And at that point, when he was walking out, behind him was the other Akim of the camp, and they had what I thought in this vision, from the description, was the Ark of the Covenant. They was carrying out the Ark of the Covenant out of the mountain, and they were singing a song that I couldn't make out. And then they were walking, and they were coming down the mountain, and then I awake. Like I said, it was a quick vision, but it was beautiful, because not only right now is our heritage being returned unto us that was prophesied, but as well, the Ark of the Covenant is going to be returned to us as well. And I want to bring out this precept. It's 2 Maccabees, starting with 2-4. It was also contained in the same writing that the prophet, being warned of thy power, commanded the tabernacle and the ark to go with him, as he went forth into the mountain where Moses climbed up and saw the heritage of the Lord. And that's going into when Moses went to the top of the mountain when he dwelt with the Lord for 40 days and 40 nights. And the Lord gave him the laws, statutes, and commandments that was only given unto the nation of Yasharallah, the children of Israel. It says, and when Jeremy came thither, he found an hollow cave, wherein he laid the tabernacle and the ark and the altar of incense, and so stopped the door. And some of those that followed him came to mark the way, but they could not find it. Which when Jeremy perceived, he blamed them, saying, as for that place, it shall be unknown until the time that thy power gather his people again together, and receive them unto mercy. And this is a very beautiful precept, because the Lord right now is gathering his elect in 1/3, but he's gathering, he's basically gathering back his people, like the scripture says. And when the Ark of the Covenant was taken away, the prophet Jeremy, that's what he had said. That's the conclusion that he had came to. No one's going to know where that is until the Lord comes again to gather his people and receive them unto mercy. And that's what we're doing. The Lord woke us up, his elect, and that's why we say, Lord willing, we're part of that number, bringing us back into mercy. Even when you go into the book of Baruch 2:30, says, in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. And that's a part of the Lord having mercy upon us. Ultimately, us being delivered from this place is the ultimate mercy and being crowned. But it's beautiful, because in this vision, when the brothers was carrying out the Ark of the Covenant, it was showing that this prophecy is going to be fulfilled, and it's being fulfilled as we speak. And it goes to show that those gutter rat Khazars over there, calling themselves Jews, not once have they ever displayed the Ark of the Covenant, saying that the Ark of the Covenant is with them. This is a prophecy that has to be fulfilled, and it's yet to be fulfilled with them gutter rats. And going down to 8, it says, then shall the Lord show them these things, and the glory of the Lord shall appear in the cloud also, as it showed under Moses, and as when Solomon desired that the place might be honorably sanctified. Because when Moses was on the mount, and he's receiving those laws, statutes, and commandments, there was a cloud above him. As when Solomon gave his speech, when he was in the temple, there was the Lord was present as well. Cloud being a chariot, that's going into the presence of the Lord, and it's beautiful because that's one of the things that we're gonna get back. And us not having the Ark of the Covenant is showing that our glory has departed from us. And an example of that is 1 Samuel 4:21, and this is after we lost the Ark to the Philistines because the hand of the Lord, he wasn't with us when we went into that battle. Why? Because I believe it was the priest of the prophet said, "Lock your brother, his sons were our wicked." So even when he found out, when the messenger came back and told him, he was leaning back in his chair, and he was telling him how many men died and his sons were slain, and he was still rocking. But the minute he said, "And we lost the Ark of the Covenant," he fell back and he broke his neck. Like, that was the startling news out of everything. Not that his sons died and they were wicked, but the fact that we lost the Ark of the Covenant, which was precious to us, because that what was made of it, it was given to Moses, and Moses had it made, but it was given to Moses. Unlike the same way when the temple was given unto Solomon, how the Lord wanted it made, when he was particular with it, the same way was the Ark of the Covenant. Because inside had the staff of Aaron. And when I say the staff of Aaron, it was each tribe put their name on a staff, and the next morning it was Aaron's staff that grew buds and grew almonds, because it was going to be chosen unto his lineage that was going to be the priesthood to the Lord. And that was within it the manna to symbolize the Lord feeding us when we were in the wilderness, and also the law, statutes, and commandments that was only given unto Yasharallah, that was inside the Ark of the Covenant. And going back to what I was saying was, he snapped his neck. And I want to jump down to 1 Samuel 4:21, because it says, "And she named the child Ichabod, saying, The glory is departed from Israel, because the ark of thy power was taken, and because of her father-in-law and her husband. And she said once again, The glory is departed from Yasharallah, for the ark of the Lord is taken." And why would they say that? Because when we had the ark during that time, the Lord, not only was the Lord with us, but there's plenty of accounts in the scriptures that shows the miracles and the victories that we had. For example, when you read 1 Samuel, when you read the book of Joshua, let's say, it tells how when we marched around the walls of Jericho, how the Ark of the Covenant was present. And with the Ark, the walls collapsed. So really it goes with the power of the Lord. And also the parting of the Jordan River, when the 12 men from each tribe, when they put their feet into the into the Jordan River with the ark, when we were coming out of the wilderness going into our promised land, the waters departed. And I'm going to bring that out. Joshua 4:4. Then Joshua called the 12 men whom he had prepared of the children of Israel, out of every tribe of men, of men. And that's significant, going into the 12 tribes of Yasharallah. That he would choose 12 men from each tribe to carry the ark at that point, when it usually was the Levi priest that handled it. And Joshua said unto them, Pass over before the ark of the Lord your power into the midst of Jordan, and take up every man of you a stone upon his shoulder, according unto the number of the tribes of the children of Yasharallah, that this may be a sign among you, that when your children ask their fathers in time to come, saying, What mean ye by these stones? Then ye shall answer them, that the waters of the Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord. When it passed over Jordan, the waters of the Jordans were cut off. And that's going into similar when the Red Sea was parted. What it means, when the waters were cut off. And these stones shall be for memorial unto the children of Yasharallah forever. And the monument, wherever these 12 stones are in that Jordan River, that's still here to this day to be a reminder unto us. And that's why I say this is a beautiful thing. Out of Hamrat Dazah, we're part of that number, that the Lord is bringing us back into remembrance, because there's so many monuments and stuff in the nation of Yasharallah that we read about, that, I know I speak for myself and some brothers, that we want to see. We all want to see those stones where, our forefathers, or if it's us in the reincarnation, held the ark in a part of the Jordan River to lead our people into, you know, taking us out of the wilderness, or all the other monuments. And it's just a beautiful thing. And like I read earlier in the book of Baruch, how the Lord is bringing us back into our remembrance. It's a beautiful thing. And I wasn't going to make this video long. Just wanted to bring out my vision and just go into the significance of the Ark of the Covenant, go into a little bit of the stories, because when I had this vision, I started reading up on it. And the scripture says, study to show thyself approved. I wasn't even aware of the parting of the Jordan River. And the significance is, it shows that them gutter rats over there, they ain't the real Jews. The Ark of the Covenant ain't over there. When the prophecy was that, that wouldn't be revealed until the Lord brought back his people, wanted to make his self known with his people again and have mercy upon them. And he's doing that right now. And I don't want to write this on the vision. We're going to be those men that get to carry that out. And it'd be similar to when King David was coming through with the ark, and he was dancing dancing like like no one ever seen before. And that's another sign not to be funny, not to make funny like that with those people, because Esau ain't got no soul to dance. So that's another hit on them. But when King David had the ark and the people were cheering and they were celebrating, I don't want to say we're there to witness that. And one more example being when we were waiting to go into battle, we were waiting on the Ark of the Covenant. And when the Ark of the Covenant came, Yasharallah started chanting that the enemy became afraid because we had that ark. So brothers out of Walmart, I hope this video was edifying and it's a faith builder. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Akakadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the Ark in my hand that's pushing his truth. Till next time, Yasharallah. Shalom.